Hey there, science fans. Today we're talking about a fascinating subject, psychology. So, what is psychology? In simple terms, it's the study of the mind and behavior. That's right, it's all about understanding how we think, feel, and act. Psychologists are interested in everything about us, from why we dream to how we learn. They want to know what makes us tick. Studying psychology can help us understand ourselves and the people around us better. It can also help us learn how to cope with stress, build stronger relationships, and achieve our goals. Pretty cool, right? Now you might be wondering, how did psychology become a science? Well, it has a long and interesting history, going all the way back to ancient philosophers. Let's go back in time to see where it all began. Long before we had textbooks and labs, great thinkers like Plato and Aristotle were pondering the mysteries of the mind. They asked questions like, how do we learn? What is consciousness? These early philosophers laid the groundwork for psychology by encouraging us to examine our inner experiences. Later, in the 1600s, the philosopher René Descartes explored the relationship between the mind and body. He proposed the idea of dualism, suggesting that the mind and body are separate entities. However, he also believed they could interact, which raised even more questions about how this mind-body connection worked. These early inquiries paved the way for psychology to emerge as a scientific discipline centuries later. Get ready for some serious science coming up next. Fast forward to the late 1800s in Germany. A scientist named Wilhelm Wundt set up the first psychology lab. He wanted to study the mind using scientific methods, just like we study chemistry or physics. Wundt used a method called introspection, where people described their own thoughts and feelings during experiments. He believed that by breaking down mental processes into basic elements, we could understand the structure of the mind. This approach became known as structuralism. However, another psychologist, William James, disagreed with focusing only on the structure of the mind. He believed it was more important to understand how the mind functions in our everyday lives. Just like a car, it's not enough to know its parts. We need to understand how they work together to make the car go. James's approach, known as functionalism, emphasized the purpose of thoughts and behaviors. He argued that our mental processes help us adapt to our environment and solve problems. And just like that, psychology was off and running, exploring new ideas and approaches. In the early 20th century, a new school of thought emerged: behaviorism. Psychologists like John B. Watson and B.F. Skinner argued that we should focus only on observable behaviors, not on thoughts or feelings. They believed that all behavior is learned through interactions with the environment. Skinner, for instance, conducted experiments with animals, like rats pressing levers for food rewards. He showed how we learn through reinforcement. Our actions have consequences, and those consequences shape our future behavior. This focus on behavior had a major impact on psychology, especially in areas like learning and therapy. Today, psychology is a diverse field with many different perspectives. Humanistic psychologists like Abraham Maslow and Carl Rogers emphasize the importance of free will, self-actualization, and our innate drive to grow and reach our full potential. They reminded us that psychology is about more than just behaviors. It's about understanding the whole person. The cognitive revolution in the mid-20th century brought the focus back to mental processes, like thinking, memory, and problem-solving. Researchers developed new ways to study these internal processes, leading to breakthroughs in areas like artificial intelligence and cognitive therapy. Modern psychology uses a variety of approaches to understand the human mind and behavior. It plays a vital role in many aspects of our lives, from education and healthcare to business and sports. Whether it's developing effective therapies, designing engaging learning environments, or understanding consumer behavior, psychology is all around us. So if you're curious about the world and how people work, psychology just might be the field for you. Keep asking questions, stay curious, and never stop exploring the amazing world of the human mind.